Good morning, Tube, and welcome back to another daily edition of Big Al's Barber Vlogs. Got a good one for you today, guys. Stay tuned.
Every day is a win. Since I was told that you don't want me, baby, you're just calling. You know I try to hold on to where I still you.
Today's Monday, guys. Headed to the shop right now. Today is just me and J-Lo working. So today, I'm gonna try to interview J-Lo. We'll do a little interview with her. I'm gonna introduce her to you guys. You know, as if for you guys that don't know, J-Lo is my only female barber that works for me. She is my daughter. She is 29 years old. She'll be 30 this year. I'll be 50 this year. So she's already been working for me since, she's been working for me since she got her barber's license, which has already been, I want to say, she's already been licensed for 6 years, maybe 8 years. I think she got her license like 3 years after I opened the shop up. So she's been around for a while already. So we'll get into that when I get to the shop. But just want to give you guys a heads up on that. So I'm headed to the shop right now, get started on this day. Today is Monday, guys. First weekend of the year is already passed. School starts right here on Wednesday, so we still have 2 more days. So I expect it to be very busy today. A lot of back to school haircuts. So that being said, let's all grind on. Grind on, guys. Grind on.
System is now disarmed.
All right, guys, we're right here at the shop. Today's segment, I want to do a segment on my, like I explained to you guys before, I want to share more with my barbers, and I want to introduce you to my barbers. So today, since this is my daughter, you guys already know, I've already talked to her about you. Say hi, babe.
Hi.
What's your name?
My name is Janelle. They call me J-Lo.
J-Lo the Lady Barber. J-Lo the Lady Barber. If you guys are looking her up, that's what you guys looking for up on Instagram. She's been a barber. How long have you been a barber for?
I've been a barber since 2011. The shop has opened in 2008.
2009 we opened here.
2009. So I've been working here since then, but I was a sweeper before, so.
She was an original sweeper here at the shop when we first opened up. She was our sweeper, and then that's when I got the idea that maybe she should go to barber school. So, what barber school did you go to?
Hacienda La Puente.
Hacienda La Puente Barber School. That's the same school that I went to also. So when I thought of her becoming a barber, I decided to send her there. So that's where she ended up going. And how long have you had your license now?
2011, so it'll be 8 years.
So she's going on 8 years now being a licensed barber, guys. And that's why I tell you guys the importance of getting your barber's license. You know, it's a matter of putting in that work and putting in that footwork. Did you enjoy going to barber school? Honestly.
At the beginning, no, I didn't. I was just there to please my dad. But as time went on, I really got into it. The whole time during school, I really didn't want to be there. But once I got into the shop, working with the guys, I consider them all family. So it's like I love being here. I've taken a couple breaks here and there, but I'm glad to be back. So
let me ask you a question. When you got out of barber school, did you know how to cut hair?
No, I didn't. I was bad.
So that's just a note for you guys, you younger guys out there that you know, you guys are maybe going through barber school and things aren't working out the way they're supposed to be, or you feel like maybe you're not learning as much. What? Don't be discouraged, right?
Don't be discouraged. Just listen to whoever's teaching you. Just try your best and keep working at it, because almost sooner or later you're gonna have those fades to tip-top shape and they're gonna be looking good.
And that's a key point, guys. Find yourself a mentor. Find yourself somebody that you can that it's gonna show you. So J-Lo, do you recommend this to other people out there, other females that are considering getting into the barber business? What kind of advice would you give to another female that's getting into the barber business?
Well, what advice would I give them?
Would you recommend it to them? Would you tell them not to? Would you tell them, you know?
I would recommend being a barber because I enjoy doing it. I enjoy being here with the guys. I grew up with my dad, so I kind of have the feel for being around like the guys or whatever. But yeah, barbering's a great business. It makes good money. It's a good craft. I love it. I love it. So yes, I do recommend girls being barbers. It is kind of hard to come up in the barber world just because it's a guy environment. But all the girls that do go at it and keep working at it and everything like that, you only get better. So
do you think it's tougher for women to get into this business than it is for men?
I think so, because like if a customer comes in here, they're most likely to give the guy barber a chance to cut their hair instead of the girl. I see it all the time. You know, a lot of people come in here and they say, hey, like I ask them, or hey, would you like a haircut? And then they tell me, no, I'm gonna wait for the guys. Like, but little do they know, I know how to fade.
Yeah.
You know, or I get a customer in my chair and they ask me, you know, oh, do you know how to fade? Like, yeah, I know how to fade. You know, I do really good work. So, and I take my time. I do good work. So
you take pride in your work?
Yes, I do take pride in my work.
Good.
But at the same time, you got to stay humble. So I have a lot to learn.
Yes.
I just really think that when you're a barber and you're really good at being a barber, you still gotta stay humble. You might be good, but at the end of the day, there's always gonna be someone better than you. You know, like my dad's always told me, like, if you ever be a good barber where you're like, you know, well known, this, that, you know, and you put your stuff on Instagram and stuff like that, you gotta stay humble. You gotta, you know, do what you know how to do, and you know, teach people, you know, help people out. You know what I mean? Don't be one of those barbers that, you know, you ask them a question and they're like, nah, like, you know, I'm not gonna help you. Like, that's not cool, you know.
So you're always down to show your craft and help somebody else?
Oh yeah, it's like my fiance right now. He's learning how to do barbering and stuff like that, and you know, sometimes he comes in here and works and stuff, and he asks me like, hey, can you help me out? I'm more than happy to help him out. I'm more than happy to help anybody that's up and coming, you know, because I do know some of my stuff. I've learned from my dad, so it's good.
And you were there at one time too, right?
And I was there at one time.
Nobody starts off good.
No, nobody starts off good. You know, I could tell you, if I could have my first doll head was in here before, and I was always embarrassed to say that I did it, so I'd blame it on my dad and say he did it. But in all reality, it was mine, and it was the most horrible haircut ever. And you know, I look back at, you know, 8 years ago, I didn't know nothing about barbering, and now I could do a pretty good fade. You know, it's just, it takes time, a lot of patience. You know, all I could tell you guys is that if you run into one of those bad days, you know, and you're not doing good haircuts and stuff, every barber is gonna have a bad day. You know, I've had bad days. You know, I still have bad days. So, you know, all I can tell you guys is that if you're an upcoming barber, just keep at it, keep going strong. You know, you're only gonna get better. That's what I was told. You're only gonna get better, and you're only gonna learn more. So
every day is a grind.
Every day is a grind. Exactly.
So what generation barber are you in your family?
I am 4th generation.
So your grandfather was a barber?
So my great-grandpa was a barber. He's 1st generation. My Uncle Bob, he's 2nd generation. And my dad, he's 3rd generation. With my uncle, he's 3rd generation also. And then I'm 4th.
That's right, 4th generation. So you consider yourself coming from a barber family?
Yes.
Do you think that made it easier to learn?
I think it's in my blood. As far as coming naturally,
It's in your DNA?
yeah, it is. But it is still hard. There's still, you know.
But in reality, anybody could do this if they
Yes.
strive for it. Did you consider yourself? When you first got out of barber school? Could you see yourself being a successful barber?
No. No, because I was so bad.
So with proper training and, you know, just grinding and working hard.
Yeah, you got to keep at it. You got to keep going.
All right. So if you have one good word of advice for any young barber or a struggling barber or a lady barber that's up and coming, what would you recommend? What would your best advice be for them?
I would say don't give up. Don't give up. Just strive for, you know, what you're working for. You're gonna have your bad days. Don't let that discourage you from, you know, being a barber. You know, do your best. You know, me coming from where I was till now, you know, I would always ask my dad for help. Don't be discouraged to ask your teacher, you know, or even your barber, you know, your family, your barber family that you work with. Don't be scared to ask them for help. Because there was days where, like, my dad wouldn't be here and I would be like, oh, nah, I don't want to go to work today. Like, I would be nervous to ask the guys, like, hey, can you help me out? But little did I know, you know, we're all family here, you know, and they would be like, nah, come to work. Like, I'll help you out. So it was nice to hear that from, like, the barbers here. Other than that, I'm all just don't give up. You know, if this is what you want to do, then do it. You know, you guys got this. So
would you recommend this profession to somebody out there thinking about becoming a barber, or somebody out there that's thinking about switching over to being a barber? What would your advice be?
I would say go for it. You know, I love barbering now. I wouldn't change my career for nothing. You know, last year I actually took up a job at Stater Brothers. Stater Brothers is a great job, you know, but it's not what it was here. You know, I have my barber family here. I do great haircuts. You know, I make more money here. You know, it's just, I love being a barber. And I don't see myself anywhere else. I don't see myself at any other shop either. You know, I love working beside my dad. The guys are great here. They're all like family, like I said. You know, I'm ready to open up another shop, you know, so when my dad's ready, I'm gonna be ready. Hopefully, you know, everything goes good to do that. But yeah, if you're going for barbering, I say go for it. You know, it's a good business. It's a good career. Don't let anybody discourage you and say this is not a good job, because it is a great job. And if you love this craft, then do it.
That's it.
Looks skinny dead.
So there it is. This is my segment today for you guys. You know, it's a little interview with this is my daughter, this is my kid. So, you know, I'm just giving letting her give you her perspective on what she feels about our craft and what we do here. And, you know, and it's up to you. It's up for you guys, for you younger guys, and, you know, you guys that might be struggling out there, and just there's some word of optimistic. You know, it's a grind, guys. Nobody starts off good. Nobody starts off on top. It's work, but it's a work that's rewarding, and I think I consider it fun. Don't you know what I mean? I love coming to work, and I'm sure she loves coming to work. So you know, it's not always honky dory. Don't get me wrong. It's a grind, and sometimes it's hard, and sometimes we get tired. We get exhausted too, and you know, your joints are gonna hurt and stuff like that. But you know, if you guys work hard and stay with the system that's applied to you, or even create your own system of cutting hair and like I was talking to you guys earlier this week about being consistent and just being a consistent barber, you know, because consistency is what wins customers, and it's what's going to win you, get you the big bucks if you want to make big bucks in this business. Well, that's it for today, guys. I try to provide something different for you as far as content goes. You know, I want to build up my YouTube channel, and I want to involve everybody, because you know I have a special crew here. I have a really good crew. The guys that work for me, they grind hard, and they grind the way I grind. I try to. I feel like I lead by example, and I try to show them how it is to try to be a successful barber. I'm not saying that I'm a successful barber, because you know what, I'm good. You know, we're doing good here. We're doing good here at the shop. So me bringing my daughter on into this, and she's the first one I want to interview, because she's the easiest one to interview, because she's my daughter, and you know, and I could tell her, you know, what I want her not to say, because every answer she gave was an honest answer coming from her heart, you know. But you know, I want to show you guys that to prove to you guys that anything is possible as long as you work hard at it. You know, you want to be in this kind of business, and you can do it. Anybody can do it, and I'm proving it to you. I proved it to you by showing you how I brought my own kid into this job. And you know, for some of you barbers out there, you would think about it like, you know, for you guys that have daughters out there, do you think your daughter could do this job? Yeah. I think she could. You know, if you trained her and properly showed her how to do it, sure, why not? Anybody could. The reason why I did it with my daughter was because this is the thinking I had. I actually learned this from another barber that I worked for, who had his mom working for him, and I thought to myself like, oh my God, he has his mom working for him. But his mom was really good at cutting hair because he trained her properly. You know, anybody can learn how to cut hair. Anybody can learn how to cut hair. So that's why I got that idea, like, you know what, if my daughter had the opportunity to go to college, she did. She didn't do that good. She didn't progress it as much as she wanted to have. So I told her, I gave her the other choice. You know, either you go to school, go to college, and get some kind of a not just a degree or even a certificate. You know, I wouldn't have cared. But if you're not gonna do that, then you're gonna go to barbering, because you need to have something to support yourself, take care of yourself, and be able to make real money. So that's why I got her into barbering, and that's how she got involved. And you know what? It's worked out great. She loves it, and it's the best thing that's ever happened to her. And you know, now she's brought her fiance into it, and you know, it's a family business, you know, and why not? But so with that being said, guys, that's it for today. This day is over. My week is over. First week of 2019. So you know what, guys, we're gonna be here. Keep grinding. Keep doing what we're doing, and just show up. Show up. Be there on time. Do what you gotta do, guys. And in time, guys, trust me, guys. This is the process. Everybody has to start at the bottom and move your way up. Nobody starts up on top. Nobody. I tell you that right now from experience. But with that being said, I hope you guys have a great evening. Guys, remember, guys, I need you guys to hit that like button, please. Hit that like button, subscribe. I'm trying to build this channel for 2019. You know, I want to get to those 2,000 subscribers, you know. Thousands coming up, and you know, I'm about to hit 700, so 300 more, I'll be at 1,000. So I want to hit 2,000 by the next year for sure. All right, guys, you have a great night, and grind on.